Okay, here we are for round 2. Looks like we may be on the draw, and let's find out what our opponent is playing. So it looks like he's probably playing either Delver or Esper mid-range. Definitely playing Delver. Okay. And his hand is just fine. There's the Delver. So we may have potentially a shot at taking it down with the Mortar Pod, but we'll have to get a little bit lucky here. So we're going to go ahead and lead out with Collar. We don't have Puresteel in hand, and we could draw into it, but it's definitely a very fast-paced match, so being able to get our cards out immediately I think is going to be helpful here for us. So there is a chance we could potentially connect with Mortar Pod here, which would be great. And I think that it's worth risking the it's worth risking the mana leak at this point to try to capitalize on Delver. So we're going to go ahead and we could kill it now, we could go kill it on his upkeep, so if he has the snag, he has to use it on his own turn. Kind of like that play. Now we're just going to go ahead and lead out here with Champion. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and do Champion into Puresteel. And I'm okay losing the Champion here to get the Puresteel out. We could have waited till next turn to do Cavernous Souls, but I think that it's worth baiting out the mana leak and then make sure that our sword connects. So like here he could have Snapcaster into mana leak, which would definitely be unfortunate. I guess with him having 4 mana up, I mean, he's probably counting on Snapcaster into Mana Leak. I think we can play around that by dropping Blade Splicer here. Definitely not going to be attacking here. So we do not want to trade Puresteel for a Snapcaster at this point. Or walk right into an Angel either. So. Yuck. There's the War and Peace. Okay. So I guess we'll be trading War and Peace blows, but I think we win that fight. Hopefully. Gut shot in response. Okay. So I think at this point, I mean, we definitely just want to be obviously drawing a couple more equipment here, but in a pretty good spot. We have the hero blade hold, that works. Okay. Yeah, here we are just bashing in. So I guess he's going to block the golem here, which is fine. Alright, so now at this point, let's see, he's at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could kill him on the spot here. If he has snag, though, he can... Well, let's see. So if he has any kind of response, we do just lose here. Can he kill us in one turn? Let's see, he hits us for 6. I mean, we could kill him if he doesn't have any kind of action. He does have snag. He can blow us out here, though. I think we just sit, because I don't think we lose next turn. Just to be safe, that we're going to go ahead and move the collar here. And that should be game. Don't think he has any outs here. Alright. So now, we're going to move the collar and the mortar pot onto the Silverblade Paladin. Well, I think this is actually fine. Just bash in. Yeah, and that's game. Okay. We could have killed him the turn before, but I think choosing not to there just because I don't think he had actually any outs at that point. was a safer play, because if he did have Vapor Snag, he could get us on the last Mortar Pod equip and blow us out. If we had one more guy, we would have killed him right there, just to make sure. So bringing in Gravedigger's Cage, Staff, Ratchet Bomb, Gut Shots. We could bring like an Oblivion Ring here for the... I mean, we've seen War and Peace, so definitely War and Peace, beats us. But I think I almost like Ratchet Bomb more, just because being able to deal with both Sword and Geist at the same time, and then also being able to deal with some of his other guys like Delver really helps out. I think we cut 2 of the collar. Shave a Blade Splicer and a Sword. Cut Hero. And I don't know if I want to go down to 1 collar, because I do want to be able to have collar, just to have access to collar. Kind of with that in mind, I think we maybe cut a 3-drop here. I mean, the low game is, I think, too important to cut, just because... Like, these are both very, very good. Well... I think we do. I think we can go down to 1 collar here. I'm actually okay with that. Not sure if it's correct, but this hand is okay. I think we'll keep it. And we definitely do have some action. We have enough mana. So now if we can connect with Ratchet Bomb here, we should have an answer for the Delver. Definitely in a pretty good spot with Delver now. So like next turn, I think we just go ahead and drop Blade Splicer and then Silver Blade, or have Restoration Angel back up for the next turn. Especially if we got him to hold up the mana leak this turn, so very happy to see that. I mean, unfortunately at this point, he can, get us with flipping his Delver, forcing us to Ratchet Bomb. And losing our own Golem, so it's unfortunate, but I think that it's worth the trade. We could even hold on to the Ratchet Bomb, because he may have another Delver. So now I think we do Angel. And then we just get the end of turn Blade Splicer. That way next turn we can go Silver Blade into, or we could just drop Silver Blade this turn. But I like the Restoration Angel play a little bit more. I think at this point we just want to bash with Golem. And unfortunately we walked into our own... Ugh. He had 4 men open. Still need to get used to the Restoration Angel play. It's just eating our guys. Ugh, yuck. Alright. That was pretty stupid, walking right into that. Okay. So he's got the gut shot in his, or the dismember. Okay. So at this point we can just go ahead and drop War and Peace. Let's see, so we can War and Peace the Blade Splicer. And no, we want to War and Peace the Golem here actually. Never mind. Then we can just go ahead and gut shot his Delver, I suppose. But we probably want to save gut shot for response to another Restoration Angel, so we don't get blown out for extra value. Then again, we really do need to connect here. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay. We can go to 4 with our Ratchet Bomb, I suppose, or just blow up his Golem. So I think we may need to chump his Golem this turn. Well, I guess we can just use the Ratchet Bomb, take out both Golems, and then take 4. Guess we can trade splicers here. Do we want to keep our splicer around for any reason? I mean, we have our own Restoration Angels, but other than that, we want to go Silver Blade for... Well, we can go Silver Blade for splicer. Yeah, I think that we actually... I think we're okay trading here, actually. Alright, there's Puresteel. So I think we go we can go Puresteel here with 3 mana backup, and then use the Cavern to pick up the Silver Blade. We can just bash in first also, but this way we get to double strike the Golem. We could double strike the Puresteel instead. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to run out Puresteel here. So now I think we want a double strike axe here on Paladin. I mean, because we can get... The problem is if he has Vapor Snag, which he definitely could have here, he could just blow us out in Golem. We do want to have Ratchet Bomb for 0, I think, here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that instead. So now, like, he could, I suppose, pick up another, like, he could pick up War and Peace here, I guess, which would be pretty awkward. But then we can just Ratchet Bomb the Golem in response. And we could Ratchet Bomb right now to take out the Golems, but I'm fine taking one. One extra point is fine. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe not. I mean, maybe we should have done it here just to be able to force the push through. Yeah, we probably should have Ratchet Bombed right there. Stay at 10. We can also do it prior to blockers, though. The only problem is if we Ratchet Bomb, we lose Metalcraft. But I think that's fine. Yeah, because I mean, like, he blocks, because like Golem blocks Puresteel here. No, I think it's worth Ratchet Bombing here. So now we just gut shot whatever he plays, and then bash in for a lot. Okay, Snapcaster. Just gonna gut shot that. And that's the match. Alright. So yeah, 2 Delvers in a row. Definitely good times playing against Delver. But I think that the board plan we've been using for Delver has been working. So having access to the 1 collar for the tutor target, and then I really like some of the cards we've been bringing in there. Not sure if we want to be keeping all 3 splicers. I think having a little bit of a smaller 3-drop so we don't get clogged might be good. But we will see you for round 3.